Today's story takes us to a world where everything has changed because of a deadly virus. This virus was so dangerous that it started turning people into monsters, creatures who looked human once, but now only live to kill. Death was everywhere. Cities fell silent. Streets turned into hunting grounds. In the middle of this nightmare, one woman has managed to survive. Her name is Anna. Every single day she fights to stay alive. But what's strange is that she doesn't want to leave the place where she's hiding. Why? What's keeping her there? And how much longer can she last? Let's find out in today's story. The story begins in a quiet, empty forest. Everything is still. No voices, no machines, just nature. Here we meet Anna. She has some kind of homemade paste on her face, and she walks to a nearby pond to wash up. She's been living in the forest for some time now. She still has a working car, which helps her move around and escape if needed. In the back of the car, she keeps canned food, her only source of meals these days. You might wonder, why is she living here all alone? Why doesn't she go back home? Well, some time ago, a dangerous virus started spreading all over the world. It wiped out more than half of the population, and the people who didn't die, many of them turned into zombies, wild, bloodthirsty creatures who hunt any human they can find. Because of this, Anna had no choice but to run far away. She came to this forest, where it was still safe, for now. But she wasn't always alone. Anna had a small family, her husband Jason, and their little daughter. As soon as they heard about the virus, the three of them packed up and escaped to the forest. It was close to their home, and luckily Jason knew the area well. He used to go camping there often and had learned how to survive in the wild. Thanks to his skills, they managed to stay alive in the early days. Jason, being smart and experienced, begins teaching Anna everything she needs to survive in the forest. He shows her how to hunt animals, which fruits are safe to eat, and how to use a gun to protect herself if danger comes. He does all this because the world around them is getting worse every day. Death is everywhere. Even animals are hard to find now. Jason is always worried. He fears that if anything happens to him, Anna should at least know how to stay alive and take care of their daughter. Then one day, something terrible happens. Their daughter falls sick. Jason decides to go to the nearest house, hoping to find some medicine and food for her. Anna stays back, looking after their daughter and waiting for Jason to return. But the day passes, then the night, and still, Jason doesn't come back. Anna starts to worry. She locks her daughter safely inside the car and decides to go search for him herself. After walking a little way, she finds Jason's body lying on the ground. The sight shocks her to the core. In his hands, he's still holding the medicines and food he had found for their daughter. Seeing this breaks Anna's heart. Even in his final moments, Jason had only one thought: his family. With tears in her eyes, Anna gently takes the supplies and performs Jason's last rites. She says goodbye with deep pain in her heart. Soon, another challenge hits her. Their supplies begin to run out. There's barely any food left. Now Anna knows she must take care of everything on her own. So she locks her daughter safely in the car once again and sets out into the forest alone, searching for food to survive. Now the story returns to the present, bringing us back to the same forest where everything began. We see Anna again. She's still alive, still fighting to survive. She's walking through the forest collecting animal droppings. She's also digging around trees to find insects to eat. It's not much, but it's all she has. In one hand, she carries a book that contains information about almost every tree and plant in the world. This helps her know what she can eat and what to avoid. She also carries a small net to catch little animals, hoping to get something for food. At one point, Anna sees red berries on a tree. She picks them and starts eating, but within moments, she starts vomiting badly. Her body becomes weak, and she collapses to the ground. The berries were probably poisonous, and Anna didn't realize it in time. As she lies there, tears roll down her face. She's exhausted. It's clear from her eyes that she's beginning to lose hope. Living like this every day has become too much. For a moment, it seems like she would rather die than go on suffering like this. In another moment, we see her collecting her own urine to reuse and even covering her car in a paste made from animal feces. This was to hide her scent so that the zombies roaming the forest wouldn't smell her and attack. It's a desperate but smart move. Anna then sits inside the car and takes out an old radio. She listens to it. It's broadcasting something in French. Sadly, Anna doesn't understand the language, so it's no help to her. She also has a music player with her. Sometimes she uses it to play songs that remind her of her daughter. But the question remains, where is her daughter now? What happened to her? We'll find that out very soon. The next morning, Anna checks the trap she had set in the forest, but sadly, not a single animal is caught. This makes her feel very upset. She now has only 2 days of food left. She knows she must do something fast to survive. Her only option is to go to the nearby houses to look for food, but the biggest danger there is the zombies. So before going, Anna cuts herself a little and collects her blood in a glass. Then, to hide her scent, she covers herself in animal droppings. Holding a gun tightly in her hand, she sets out, but one thought keeps running through her mind. She only has 4 bullets left. She must use them wisely. Anna reaches a house and hangs her music phone inside it, covering it with blood to attract the zombies. She turns on the music to make noise, hoping to draw the creatures there. While they're distracted, she quietly sneaks in through the back door, grabs as much food as she can, and tries to leave quickly. Her plan works. But just as she's escaping, her foot hits a trash bin. The loud sound draws the zombies toward her. Panicked, Anna runs as fast as she can. But while running, she gets caught in a net, and it scratches her stomach badly. Blood starts pouring out. The zombies smell it and chase her even faster. To save herself, Anna drops a bucket full of urine to confuse their scent. It works. She hides behind a tree, bandages her wound quickly, and then makes her way back. But when she finally reaches the car and opens her bag, her heart sinks. Most of the food cans have fallen out on the way. Only 2 are left. Without wasting time, she turns around and goes back to collect them. While crossing the road, she sees something unexpected. An injured man lying unconscious with a young girl beside him. The girl's name is Olivia, and the man is Chris. He has a deep wound on his head and isn't moving. At first, Anna fears he might be infected, but after checking carefully, she sees there are no signs of the virus. He's just badly hurt. Anna helps them both and brings them to her camp. At first, Anna thinks Chris is Olivia's father, but Olivia gently explains that he's actually her stepfather. She tells Anna how Chris and her mother were planning to get married before the virus outbreak ruined everything. Anna offers them a safe place to sleep in her car, but Olivia says she wants to stay in the tent with Chris and look after him. Anna understands and lets them rest. The next morning, Anna wakes up and talks more with Olivia. She learns that Olivia and Chris are coming from the south and are now heading north. Later in the day, by evening, Chris finally wakes up. Olivia is overjoyed to see him conscious again. Her face lights up with relief. Anna gently asks Chris if they're really going to the north. He nods and says yes, because he believes the virus may not have spread that far. He hopes life might still be normal there. As Chris looks around the camp Anna has built, he quietly says, "You've made a good setup here. So good, in fact, that someone might kill you for it." Then he asks her, "Is the tank of your car full?" Anna replies honestly, "No, it's not." Hearing all this, Anna starts feeling uneasy. Something inside her stirs with doubt. Maybe she made a mistake by helping Chris. She barely knows him. What if he and Olivia end up taking everything she has? The thought keeps creeping into her mind like a slow poison. But then Chris speaks again. His voice is soft this time. "These days, no one helps anyone," he says. "But you helped me, and I'll never forget it. I'll always be thankful." He goes quiet for a moment, then tells her something painful. "My wife, she was infected too. I locked her in a room. You could hear her screams from far away. And when I couldn't take it anymore, I had to end her suffering." Hearing this breaks the silence around them. Anna doesn't know what to say. As the sun begins to set, Anna notices Chris and Olivia near the pond. They're laughing, joking, and playing in the water. They seem so carefree, so happy. But instead of feeling comforted, Anna feels worse. She stands back, watching them from a distance. Something about it feels strange. The way they were behaving didn't feel like father and daughter at all. Anna couldn't understand how anyone could be so cheerful in a world so full of pain and death. Her heart ached. It was like her own grief had been completely forgotten, as if her pain didn't matter anymore. After some time, while fishing by the pond, Anna and Chris begin talking again. During the conversation, Anna tells Chris to calm down and be more serious. Chris doesn't like her tone. He feels she's being too cold. That night, he quietly asks her, "Why did you tell me to calm down like that?" Anna takes a deep breath and replies, "Because everyone's life here is full of pain. Yesterday, you told me how you had to kill your wife, and now today, you're acting like it never happened. Laughing, smiling, playing in the pond like it's a picnic. I can't bear that. I'm still stuck in my past. I haven't moved on." Chris listens for a moment, then answers calmly, "I haven't forgotten anything, Anna. I just choose when to remember and when not to." The next morning, something strange starts to show in Olivia's behavior. She keeps looking at Chris with different eyes that seem filled with admiration. It's clear that she feels something for him, even if she doesn't understand it herself. But at the same time, she seems jealous of Anna's presence. Later, when Chris casually asks her where Anna is, Olivia's jealousy turns into frustration. She suddenly snaps, asking him, "Why are we still staying here? We should leave this place now." Chris replies gently, "We can't just leave without telling Anna. She helped us. She's been kind. She's all alone here. The least we can do is ask her." Hearing this, Olivia grows even more upset, but says nothing. That night, Anna notices Chris quietly setting aside a few cans of food she had given them. Curious, she asks, "Why are you saving those?" Chris replies, "They'll help me during the journey ahead. We don't know what we'll find out there." Anna nods and offers, "Take 2 or 4 more. You'll need them." But Chris shakes his head. No, I know how much you need them too. I can't take more than I need unless you decide to come with us. Anna is touched by his words. There's something honest and kind about him that's slowly pulling her closer. For a moment, she considers it, but then she looks away and quietly says, I can't leave. She explains, this place isn't just a shelter for me. It holds my memories of my husband, of my daughter. I feel them here. I don't know what's waiting for us in the direction you're heading. Maybe it's safety, or maybe it's death. But here, at least I'm still alive. Here, I still feel them near me. As time goes on, Anna becomes very close to both Olivia and Chris. They share meals, stories, and quiet moments together. But this growing closeness between Anna and Chris starts to bother Olivia. She doesn't like seeing them together, and one day she finally speaks up. She asks Chris, do you care about Anna because she reminds you of my mother? Chris replies gently, no, it's not like that. Anna has been living here alone for a long time. She's gone through a lot of pain. If we stay together, we can take care of each other. She needs us, and we need her too. Later, when Olivia is spending time with Anna, they start talking more openly. Anna begins sharing stories from her past, and while doing so, she's reminded of her own daughter. Her voice trembles a little, and we're taken back into a painful memory from the past. One day, Anna had left her daughter locked safely in the car while she went to search for food. She entered a house nearby and unexpectedly ran into a zombie woman. Without a second thought, Anna shot her. Blood splattered onto her clothes, but she didn't realize the danger. In a rush to return to her crying daughter, Anna forgot to change or clean her clothes. She picked her daughter up and held her close, trying to comfort her. But the zombie's infected blood on her clothes touched the little girl, and unknowingly, she passed the infection to her own child. The story then returns to the present. Olivia is now sure of her feelings. She wants to tell Chris how she feels about him, but what she doesn't know is that everything is about to change. That night, while Chris and Anna are alone in the car, Chris once again tries to convince her to leave with him. He gently tells her they could have a new beginning. Slowly, their conversation turns emotional, and the two end up holding each other. They spend the entire night together in each other's arms. The next morning, Olivia sees them sleeping close together in the car. Her heart sinks. She feels betrayed, broken, and full of anger. Without saying a word, she quietly steals all the food supplies and leaves the camp, alone. The next morning, when Anna and Chris wake up, Chris once again asks Anna to come with him to the north. But just like before, she firmly says no. This forest, this camp, it holds all the memories of her husband and daughter. She can't leave it behind. But Chris keeps pushing, trying to convince her again and again. This time, Anna gets upset. She opens the car door and steps out, frustrated. But suddenly, she stops in her tracks. Her eyes widen in shock. The trunk of the car is wide open. All the food supplies are gone, and Olivia is nowhere to be seen. Both Anna and Chris realize something is wrong. They have no idea where she went or what happened. Worried, they quickly head out to look for her. Meanwhile, Olivia is deep in the forest, heading toward the north alone. But her journey is cut short when a zombie woman suddenly appears in front of her. Terrified, Olivia screams and runs back the way she came. Just in time, Chris shows up and reaches her. But the zombie woman sees him and attacks. Chris tries to fight back. Anna also arrives and quickly raises her gun to help, but then remembers she left the bullets back at camp. She hits the zombie with the gun anyway, but it's not enough. Seeing the danger, Chris grabs the gun from her hands and fights off the zombie. After a struggle, he finally manages to kill it. Then the story shifts again to Anna's painful past. We see her with her little daughter, who is now showing signs of infection. The child is in pain, her condition getting worse each hour. Anna sits by her, helpless and heartbroken. She blames herself. She knows it happened because she hugged her while still wearing blood-stained clothes from the zombie she had killed. The guilt is unbearable. Anna searches for a solution, but finds none. Her daughter is suffering badly. Finally, with a heavy heart, Anna crushes an aspirin pill, mixes it into milk powder, and gives it to her daughter. Moments later, her daughter quietly passes away. Anna did it through tears, not because she wanted to, but because she had no other choice. The story reaches a turning point. Chris is ready to leave with Olivia and once again asks Anna to come with them. At first, like always, Anna refuses. She says her memories of her husband and daughter are tied to this place and she can't leave it behind. Chris gently tells her, "There's nothing left here. Your family's gone and they're not coming back. This place is dangerous. You won't survive alone." After a long pause, Anna finally agrees. She shows him that she has plenty of fuel stored, but they still don't have enough food. So she decides to go to one last house nearby to collect supplies. All three head toward the house. According to the plan, Chris would distract the zombies while Anna and Olivia go in through the back to grab food. At first, everything goes as planned, but once inside the kitchen, Olivia suddenly attacks Anna from behind with a heavy object, knocking her unconscious. Olivia steals all the food and, as she leaves, she yells loudly to attract zombies toward the house, hoping they'll find Anna and kill her. But she makes one fatal mistake. She forgets to cover herself in urine to hide her human scent. She runs back to Chris and lies, saying Anna's dead. But soon the zombies pick up her scent and come charging after her too. Meanwhile, Anna slowly regains consciousness. She sees the zombies closing in but doesn't panic. She quickly grabs the gallon of urine nearby and pours it over herself, something she's done many times to mask her scent. It works. She escapes through the forest and heads toward the camp. But as she gets closer, her heart sinks. Zombies have attacked Chris and Olivia. Without hesitation, she charges in and starts taking them down one by one, but soon she's left with just one bullet. She can only save one of them. After a painful moment of thought, she decides to save Olivia. Chris is killed by the zombies, and Anna and Olivia barely escape with their lives. As they walk away, Olivia leans her head on Anna's shoulder, feeling the weight of her guilt. She realizes how badly she had treated Anna and how wrong she had been. Anna, on the other hand, is lost in grief. Chris is gone, and once again, someone she cared for has been taken from her. She wonders why, in this cruel world, every person she lets into her heart eventually leaves. Overwhelmed by pain, Anna lets out a deep, broken scream into the silent forest. And with that, the story ends. So how did you like the story? Let us know in the comments. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace out.